Haven't done it for a while, so it's kind of nice to reap the pleasure of introducing our pastor. Been a wonderful pastor. So, Rev Debra Desmarais has lived in San Diego for 40 years and has studied healing for over 35 years. Her initial training was at the First Spiritualist Church in San Diego, including classes in spiritual healing, universal laws, and mediumship. Reverend Debra was ordained at the First Spiritualist Church in October of 1992 and served as many appointments as well as pastor. She has a long history with Harmony Grove, reading at psychic fairs, and teaching institute classes. She has taught many spiritual subjects in psychic development, including universal law, angel kingdom, tarot, chakra, and aura, and is a Reiki master. She currently is a pastor here at First Christian Spiritualist Church in National City. She lectures monthly and is offering healing and mediumship meditation classes. We are co-creators with Spirit to express in love and joy and the message of our soul. Say yes to God is her motto. So I'd like you to give a warm welcome to Reverend Debra Desmarais.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
Great.
And we had nice misty mornings, huh? Yeah. Just enough to make us run putting our patio furniture away. We're always like, is it gonna rain? We need to take it in. What do we need to do? And oh, jeez, it's so funny. But I like the cool misty mornings. It's very refreshing. And this morning we're going to talk about the holy breath of spirit consciousness. Holy breath of spirit consciousness. And this is a message from 2006 that is timeless. And we're reading from the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ, chapter 44, pages 69-70. The life and works of Jesus in Greece. Let's see. I'll go here. The Greek philosophy was full of pungent truth, and Jesus longed to study with the masters and in the schools of Greece. And so he left his home in Nazareth and crossed the Carmel Hills, and at the port took ship, and soon was in the Grecian capital. Now the Athenians had heard of him as teacher and philosopher, and they were glad to have him come to them that they might hear of his words of truth. And among the masters of the Greeks was one Apollo, who was called defender of the oracle and recognized in many lands as a Grecian sage. Apollo opened up for Jesus all the doors of Grecian lore, and in the Areopagus he heard the wisest masters speak. But Jesus brought to them a wisdom far greater than theirs, and so he taught. Once in the amphitheater he stood, and when Apollo bade him speak, he said, Athenian masters, here, in ages long ago, men wise in nature's laws sought out and found the place on which your city stands. And full well you know that there are parts of earth where its great beating heart throws heavenward etheric waves that meet the ethers from above, where spirit light and understanding like the stars of night shine forth. Of all the parts of earth, there is no place more sensitized, more truly spirit blessed than where Athens stands. Yea, all of Greece is blessed. No other land has been the homeland of such mighty men of thought as grace your scrolls of fame. A host of sturdy giants, of philosophers, of poetry, of science, of art were born upon the soil of Greece and rocked to manhood in your cradle of pure thought. I come here not to speak of science, of philosophy, of art. Of these you are the world's best masters now. But all your high accomplishments are but stepping stones to worlds beyond the realm of sense, are but elusive shadows flitting on the walls of time. But I would tell you of a life beyond within, a real life that cannot pass away. In science and philosophy, there is no power strong enough to fit a soul to recognize itself or to commune with God. I would not stay the flow of your great streams of thought, but I would turn them to the channels of the soul. Unaided by the spirit breath, the work of intellection tends to solve the problems of the things we see and nothing more. The senses are ordained to bring into the mind mere pictures of the things that pass away. They do not deal with real things. They do not comprehend eternal law. The senses were ordained to bring into mind more pictures of the things that pass away. They do not deal with real things. They do not comprehend eternal law. But man has something in his soul, a something that will tear the veil apart, that he may see the world of real things. We all call this something spirit consciousness. It sleeps in every soul and cannot be awakened till the holy breath becomes a welcome guest. This holy breath knocks at the door of every soul, but cannot enter in until the will of man throws wide the door. There is no power in intellect to turn the key. Philosophy and science both have toiled to get a glimpse behind the veil, but they have failed. The secret spring that throws ajar the door of soul is touched by nothing else than purity and life, by prayer and holy thought. Return, O mystic stream of Grecian thought, and mingle your dear waters with the flood of spirit life, and then the spirit consciousness will sleep no more, and man will know, and God will bless. When Jesus had thus said, he stepped aside. The Grecian masters were astonished at the wisdom of his words, and they answered not. Greece holds a special place in many people's hearts that I know, and now we have one of the answers that Greece was a country, the one democratic country in the world at that time in history, that encouraged her citizens to think for themselves, to look at the world with more meaning, to search for one's destiny or truth was paramount. I'm going to refer back a little bit once in a while here to verse 9. Full well you know that there are parts of earth where its great beating heart throws heavenward etheric waves that meet the ethers from above. Jesus was reminding the Athenian masters of the beating living heart of Mother Earth. Just as we have our circulatory system for our blood to flow through our bodies, providing oxygen and nutrients, or cleansing unneeded products away from the pulsing of our hearts, Earth also has streams and underground rivers, especially the Amazon, for healing and purifying herself. And us, with the pounding drum of her heart. A baby knows his mother's heartbeat. Nothing else can comfort or soothe a baby so well, like this loving, familiar connection to life. We feel the nurturing presence of Mother Earth in meditation, and these ethers are also felt by the stars in their stillness and are important in the universe. As we are blessed by certain stars, earth blesses them also. In verse 10, where spirit light and understanding, like the stars of night, shine forth. Jesus knew there was much more to a star or a human being than the physical aspects or workings. The stars do bless us with their special ethers, also, as we in our global unity also bless them with our special earth ethers. We've heard from many sources that our planet has been watched over, protected, and helped by otherworldly angels, devas, elementals, etc. Have we wondered as we sing the special childhood song that Chris loves so much? We've sung it actually. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Verse 21 to 22. But man has something in his soul, something that will tear the veil apart, that he may see the world of real things. We call this something spirit consciousness. It sleeps in every soul and cannot be awakened until the holy breath becomes a welcome guest. The word spirit in Latin means breath. Spirit means breath. Look about you today and see all the focus on the breath, yoga, meditation, in health articles to be aware of how we breathe. Deep breaths to calm down, think more clearly. Breathing opens us to the cosmic consciousness of blessings, to receive new thoughts, new ideas, and solutions. Breath opens the heart. Breathing is essential to life and is depicted in the symbolic tarot as the first major archetype of the Fool, which is the 0 card, which represents the bellows, like that they used to flame the fire in the fireplace back in the days, bringing in that breath, the first breath we take as we come into this earth plane and willing to experience earthly existence here on total faith in God. The archetype of the Fool, meaning fallis or literally bag of wind, meaning the journey that the spirit is now choosing to undergo takes a leap of faith into the unknown, embodying a soul to learn lessons for his or her physical being. How many times in our journey have we heard, read, or thought that we are spirit first, enveloped in a human shell for this experience? We are God's breath. We breathe God in all our thoughts, words, and actions. All is perfect according to our choices. To know God, to be with God, to love God, to be in God, or in the divine God is all we need to achieve this is breathe. You heard keep it simple, literally. All we need to do is breathe. Focus your breath, how it feels in your body. Where it seems stuck, fill it with breath. Breathe into all your parts you complained of last week. Sending loving breath to all your aches and pains. Open up to God. Open up to love. Experience the higher consciousness that Jesus speaks of, reminding us in each moment of our global consciousness, of our global connection to Heart, Mother Earth, when we simply allow ourselves to be. Verse 16. But I would tell you of a life beyond, within, a real life that cannot pass away. This is remembering our spirit self that is resilient to all physical things. Our spirit reminds us then of who we are and the beauty we have within, more precious than earthly jewels. We have our jewels within, our chakras of light and love. These show our soul's progress in this present personality. Okay? On verses 23 to 26. The holy breath knocks at the door of every soul, but cannot enter in until the will of man throws wide the door. There is no power in intellect to turn the key. Philosophy and science both have toiled to get a glimpse behind the veil, but they have failed. No. The secret spring that throws ajar the door of a soul is touched by nothing else than purity in life, by prayer and holy thought. Return, O mystic stream of Grecian thought, and mingle your clear waters with the flood of your spirit life. And then the spirit consciousness will sleep no more, and man will know, and God will bless. The awareness the breath brings is only as open as we choose or are prepared. This is a teaching of all the great masters, avatars, yogis, teachers in meditation. Daily exercise of your spirit awareness is meditation. Allowing yourself to be led beside the still waters is food for your soul, bringing more joy to your life and enriching your life, and thereby enriching the lives of those around you. We have to have it to give it. We have to have peace to give peace. We have to love to give love. Jesus is asking the recognition to take place in the conscious mind of the true meaning of reality, as in what we are created and creating. He teaches that as they come to such brilliant conclusions of the philosophies, there is still that much more attainment of the upward spiral of life. The stars, the earth, their spirit has so much to say through their soul to their conscious mind. Seeing God in all things in life becomes not just a philosophy, but holy. We decide in our minds by our will what to accept as reality, truth, and law in our lives. And I'm just going to ask you to take a minute here and just take in a deep breath all the way in to the top of your head. Hold for a little while. And release, letting it flow all the way through. This is a very easy, there's many breathing exercises and meditations, but this one is very sweet because at the very middle where you're holding your breath, you are in that now. You are in that moment with God. We choose to have faith in Father, Mother, God to get a glimpse beyond the veil. Open the door to the holy breath and partake of the secret spring. Return, O mystic stream of Grecian thought, and mingle your clear waters with the flood of spirit life. And then the spirit consciousness will sleep no more, and man will know, and God will bless. The I Am chooses to sit in holy communion with God, all that is in meditation, and has, and gives, and so it is. Amen. Thank you for being here today. I love y'all.